Well, hello there, partner. Come on in and make yourself comfortable. It's always a treat for me to spend a little time with you folks. Today, we're just going to have a friendly chat, like two old pals, about something I think really hits home as we're enjoying this special time of our lives. It's about getting at ease with a small word, a word that can actually unlock even more good things for us. So, pull up a chair, because what we're about to talk about could truly bring a bit more calm and happiness to your days. Now let's think for a moment about those activities that truly spark our interest, those pastimes and hobbies that really make us feel vital. You know, the things we genuinely look forward to doing. For some, it might be the simple pleasure of working with your hands in the soil, watching those tiny seedlings push their way up. For others, perhaps it's the joy of getting completely absorbed in a captivating story. Or maybe even trying your hand at sketching and surprising yourself with what you can create on paper. Sometimes, as the years roll by, we might start telling ourselves, "Oh, I'm probably past my prime for that now," or "I just don't have the get up and go anymore." But you know what? That's a no we really ought to challenge. I recall my old friend, Walter. He decided to take up woodworking in his early 70s. He'd always admired handcrafted furniture, and now he's making beautiful little birdhouses for his grandkids. Saying no to letting go of those passions, even if we need to find different ways to enjoy them, is like saying yes to contentment and a real sense of fulfillment. Don't let anyone, especially yourself, convince you it's too late to savor the things you love. Let's also ponder those times when we might feel a little internal pressure, a subtle feeling of obligation trying to guide our choices. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Maybe it's a well-meaning family member who makes you feel like you absolutely must attend every single holiday gathering, even if it leaves you utterly drained. Or perhaps it's a neighbor who insists you participate in an activity that just doesn't feel right for you. We've all been in those situations. I remember a time when my daughter was really encouraging me to learn all about the latest technology. She meant well, but fiddling with all those gadgets just wasn't my cup of tea. She used a few of those persuasive lines. You know the ones. But I had to learn to say, gently but firmly, "Honey, I appreciate you thinking of me, but that's just not something I'm comfortable with right now." It wasn't about not wanting to connect. It was about knowing what brings me peace. And you know what? That's perfectly all right. You've earned the right to prioritize your own comfort without carrying the burden of unnecessary pressure. A simple, "No, thank you, that doesn't suit me," is a perfectly acceptable and complete response. Now, let's also have a little heart-to-heart about those signals our bodies send our way. They're pretty clever, you know? A little twinge here, a persistent tiredness there. These can be our bodies trying to communicate something important. Now, it's easy to dismiss these things, to say, "Oh, it's just getting on in years." And while some changes are a natural part of life, we really need to be careful about ignoring anything new or ongoing. I remember a while back, I kept having this nagging stiffness in my knee. I figured I'd just overdone it in the garden, but it didn't go away. Finally, my son urged me to get it checked out, and it turned out to be a minor issue that was easily addressed with a little physical therapy. I sure wish I hadn't put it off for so long. Saying no to ignoring those little warning signs our bodies give us is so vital. It's about paying attention, being aware, and not being afraid to seek advice from a healthcare professional when something doesn't feel quite right. That little, "No, this isn't how I usually feel, I should get this looked at," can truly make a world of difference in catching things early and staying in good health. And while we're on the subject of looking out for ourselves, it's also important to say no to isolating ourselves from the folks around us. As we get older, particularly if we've experienced the loss of a spouse, or if getting out and about has become a bit more challenging, it can be tempting to withdraw and spend more time on our own. But staying connected with others is so important for our spirits and our minds. Feeling lonely can really take a toll on our overall well-being. I've made a real point of keeping in touch with my old army buddies, even if it's just a monthly lunch at the diner or a regular phone call to see how they're doing. Joining a local card group at the community center has also been a wonderful way to meet new friends and stay active. Don't let yourself drift into being alone too much. Make an effort to reach out, to accept invitations when you're feeling up to it, and to cherish those friendships. Saying no to isolation might actually mean saying yes to a friendly visit, a shared meal, or a casual outing, even if you initially feel like staying home. Those bonds we have with others are truly precious. Finally, let's touch on something that might not be the most thrilling topic, but it's certainly a vital one: looking after our financial affairs. Sometimes, dealing with money matters can feel a bit overwhelming, and it might be easy to postpone it. But as we navigate our retirement years, it's really important to stay informed and say no to neglecting our financial well-being. This involves understanding our income and outgoings, being vigilant about any potential scams, and ensuring our important financial papers are organized. I've learned firsthand the significance of being careful. Sadly, there are individuals out there who try to take advantage of older folks. Saying no to those unexpected phone calls asking for personal information, to high-pressure sales pitches, and to sharing your financial details with strangers is absolutely crucial. If you ever feel uncertain about something, don't hesitate to reach out to a trusted family member or a reputable financial advisor for guidance. Ignoring your finances can lead to unnecessary worries and potential difficulties down the line. Taking the time to understand your situation and make informed decisions is all about safeguarding your security and your peace of mind. So there you have it, friend. Just a few thoughts on how saying that little word no can actually open the door to more yeses in your life. Yes to more happiness, more tranquility, and better health. It's all about being a little kinder to ourselves, establishing healthy boundaries, and really focusing on what truly matters as we enjoy these golden years. Remember, taking good care of yourself isn't selfish at all. It's absolutely essential. Listen to your heart, pay attention to what you need, and don't hesitate to use that little word when you need to. It can truly make a big difference. If you found our little chat helpful today, I'd be really grateful if you'd think about subscribing to the channel and maybe even leave a comment. We truly enjoy hearing from you. And most importantly, please take good care of yourselves. We'll have another visit before you know it.